Hey, I'm Denecia with So Well Business, the only channel that helps you increase your productivity and your work-life balance. And today, I'll be talking about the best tips that will allow you to be more productive in the workplace and at home. In this video, I'll share tips that will increase your productivity. For over 20 years, I've been an entrepreneur primarily working from home. And it's been quite rewarding at times and then also quite challenging at times. I've learned from trial and error what things work and what things don't work. And today I'll share with you the things that work so you don't have to do the same that I did, wasting your time doing the things that really don't matter. Tip number 1 is get up earlier. Have you ever wondered why some folks end up loving the fact that they get to stay up late and get up extremely early, and they love getting up early? And other folks, they love getting up mid-morning and they like to stay up late. You know, I have a friend of mine who he loves to get up at 5 a.m. in the morning, no matter what. I mean, he could be asleep at midnight. He'll still get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and he absolutely loves it. And I look at him, and when I stay up late and I try and wake up, I'm happy with waking up at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. And I've always wondered, is there something wrong with me? Am I just a lazy butt or something? What's going on here? Why is it that I don't really feel wide awake until about 9 a.m. in the morning? So I didn't really know the answer until I completed my yoga teacher training. Then I found out about this amazing tradition called the Ayurvedic tradition. And this tradition goes back 5,000 years ago. And one of the gifts of this particular tradition is yoga. The other is dosas. Dosas is the ability to have a blueprint of your body based on its shape. In it, there's 3 particular dosa types or body types. There's the Kapha, the Veda, and the Pitta. When I did research, what I found was that my body shape is closest to the Pitta. And you know what? The optimum time of performance with my body type is mid-morning. When I found that, I felt so relieved. I was so happy. I was like, thank goodness I'm not a lazy butt because I don't wake up at 5 o'clock every morning. And it takes me some time to fill in a high-performing role. Thank goodness, now I know that everything is okay. I highly recommend that you go online and take the dosas quiz. You'll find out so much about the ins and outs of your body and how to get the most out of your body's performance throughout your particular day. Soon, I'll share the one thing that will keep you at optimum performance. So stay tuned. Tip number 2 is master positivity and curiosity. Throughout your day, one of the best things to do is to focus on the things that you like instead of the things that you don't like. This way, you're focusing on making sure that you don't get stopped up with energetic blocks that mess up your entire day. This is especially important when you have a challenge that comes up. The best way to handle a challenge is to face it with curiosity by asking yourself these questions. Number 1, why is the situation coming up for me? Number 2 is this a pattern that I need to learn from? Number 3 is, how do I rise above this and make sure that I stay happy? Asking ourselves curious questions allow us to focus on the challenge to the opportunity for growth. This way, it's impossible for you to get stuck in a negative thought loop. Speaking of positivity or negativity, I'd love to hear from you. So click the like button so I know you like what you're hearing, and I can create more of it for you. Tip number 3 is scheduling your time. When you schedule your time, make sure to prioritize the things that you want to do. It's a really great way of creating a roadmap that will allow you to really give your undivided attention to things that are important to you. For example, I have my client meetings during the weekday. That allows me to do my best and give my best to my clients during that time. On the weekends and weeknights, I focus on giving my undivided attention to family and friends. This allows me to deepen the relationships that I have and not be distracted by business. Prioritizing these things allow me to make sure that it's not so wishy-washy in the way that I do things, and it allows me to make sure that I'm focusing on what's important to me, but also focusing on giving my 100% undivided attention to what matters during those times. What things will you prioritize with your schedule? I want to hear from you, so comment below. What I'm going to say to you next is one of the most important things that I'm going to say during this video. It's not only going to help you increase your productivity, but it will also allow you to utilize your time wisely. Tip number 4 is say no. This is for the people pleaser in all of us. Have you ever been in a situation where you wanted to be popular? You wanted people to really like you? You wanted to make sure that you wanted other people to be happy? Saying no allows us to focus on being happy with what we do, focusing on prioritizing the things that we really feel are important in our life. It allows us to have more energy to focus on living our life and achieving our dreams every day. So the next time that someone ask you to do something for them and you don't necessarily want to do it, just say no. And know that in the end, you're saying yes to doing the best and being your best every day. When I first started my company 20 years ago, I used to say yes to everybody. I wanted to be popular. I wanted to have lots of friends. And yes, I was popular. But you know what? I spent a lot of energy spinning around, doing things for others, and I felt exhausted. And I just didn't have energy to do anything for myself. So the one thing that I learned is to say no, and in a positive way. After I practiced this muscle, this experiment of some sort, to find out if it would change my life, about a month later, I just felt like I had more energy. I was able to get the things done that I wanted to get done with less time. I just felt like life was fun again. So if you're feeling like you want to be a people pleaser, if you're feeling like you don't want to make people unhappy, think again and know that you're number one, and your time and energy depends on you saying no. Saying no allows you to be happy and to allow others to support you. This concludes our tips on productivity. I hope that you've enjoyed the video. And if you like our videos, like and subscribe to our page. We'll look forward to connecting with you soon. Until the next time we meet, be beautiful and be well. Bye.